Hello, my name is Hussein and I'm Forex Optimum Broker Financial Analyst. I'm back in to bring you all new updates in the financial markets. So let's just talk about this new trading week which has begun with the mixed stocks indices were mostly looking down with crude prices were edging higher and the US dollar index rolled back to 89.85 points, weakening to currencies of G7 countries and strengthening to the Chinese yuan. The chaotic dynamics of markets came probably because of the Memorial Day in the United States and a bank holiday in the United Kingdom that wiped out most of the liquidity from markets. Crude market dynamic was amplified by OPEC's Joint Ministerial Monitoring Committee on Monday that skipped any recommendations on production levels until a clear vision of the US-Iran nuclear deal progressed. However, absence of a clear decision on further crude production increase after July supported crude prices. The greenback is suffering from high inflation readings ahead of the non-farm payrolls data that would be released this Friday. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell is also expected to speak at Green Swan 2021 global virtual conference together with the President European Central Bank Christine Lagarde. High inflation topic is on the list for both the Fed and ECB. However, the inflation in the US has already overshot annual target and is more critical for the American monetary policymaker. In this regard, we may expect Mr. Powell to speak about possible tapering timeframe of the stimulus bond purchases. Investors would be certainly waiting for the Friday before making any strategic decisions on the further greenback movements, which is gonna be more cleared after the non-farm payrolls. Those expectations may explain the difference in the dynamics of a greenback to the currencies of G7 countries and to the Chinese yuan. Strengthening of the yuan is also supported by the decision of the People's Bank of China to raise FX reserve requirement ratio for further financial institution to 7% from 5% from the June 15th. Stock market in the United States is still on the crossroads. On the one hand, the Federal Reserve supports it preventing from falling down. On the other hand, there is no fuel for the market to rise on all possible triggers as already discounted in the price. So it is not clear what investors should do in this situation. Non-farm payrolls data together with Jerome Powell's testimony may give the answer at the end of this week. Technical picture for the S&P 500 broad market index became less pessimistic with the support level at 4,120. It would be very difficult to fall significantly below this landmark. As for the further upside movements, the closest resistance is at 4,252 points. But it is really hard to imagine any reasons for the index to reach to this mark. Brent crude prices are gaining extra support and OPEC decision not to review any crude production increases before the situation with the US-Iran nuclear deal would be clear. Prices may rise to $72.60 a barrel after reaching $70 a barrel. If they fail to hold on to these levels, this might roll back to $68.75, triggering a downward scenario with target at $67.40 a barrel and $66.30 a barrel of Brent crude. Gold prices are also waiting for non-farm payrolls data. So yellow metal prices may remain in the vicinity of $1,900 an ounce landmark until Friday. Technical picture on the FX market changed only for the cable where a breakthrough of 1.4250 may push GBP USD to 1.4360. where sell positions to 1.4090 would be extremely attractive. The Euro USD is still trading not far from the important support level at 1.21850. If the pair makes it to 1.230, sell positions with the target at 1.21850 might be an interesting opportunity to open. The USD JPY is testing the support level of 109.30. Technical picture suggests buy positions from this level, which could be an interesting with a target of 110.60. If this level would be reached, sell positions would be again preferable. That's all for the day. Thank you very much for listening and have a great, profitable week ahead.